trying to resolve the water crisis in South Africa. That needs technical skills, but yet you've got people deployed in provinces, in national government, who've got no iota of a clue of civil engineering, particularly water engineering, yet you think you can resolve this particular crisis. You come to Johannesburg, where you stay, around Sandton, those particular areas. Water tankers have become the norm of people in those affluent areas drinking water that comes from water tankers.
Water is going to be like how we dealt with electricity. Going forward, elevated in terms of interventions that are made, short-term and long-term.
So guys, why is Fikile Mbalula standing there and insinuating that the ANC has dealt with the issue of electricity? Because to be honest, the issue of electricity has not been dealt with. As I'm speaking to you now, I have experienced load shedding for the past couple of days, and this is the reason why I could not upload any content. And it's quite sad that I have to sit here and listen to the ANC cadre insinuating that the ANC has dealt with the issue of electricity. And again, I know for a fact that my area is not the only one that has been affected by this. I know a lot of people from different areas, and they've been complaining about this issue of electricity. So Fikile Mbalula standing there and trying to make an example of how they dealt with the electricity. How did you guys deal with the electricity when people are still experiencing load shedding till today? How? How? We are experiencing load shedding as the people of this country. We are losing our food. We are losing our appliances. Some of us cannot even work. And the ANC cadres are telling us that they have dealt with the issue of electricity. If that is not a spit in the face, guys, please tell me what is. And again, Fikile Mbalula says that we are going to deal with this issue of electricity like how we dealt with the issue of, we are going to deal with this issue of water like how we dealt with the issue of electricity. But how can you deal with this issue of water when you have incompetent people that have been deployed by you, occupying the offices that they should not be even in? The ANC is the one that is responsible for all this mess that is happening right now. The ANC, as a political party, it is the one that has deployed all of these incompetent councillors. The ANC knows that a lot of these people are a bunch of incompetent fools. And now that everything is crumbling, the ANC is calling an ANC councillors roll call so that the likes of Fikile Mbalula and Cyril Ramaphosa gonna scream at these poor councillors, and hopefully these people will come back to our communities as competent people. You cannot scream competency into the heads of people that are incompetent. You cannot. So how can the ANC deal with this issue when they have deployed the people that do not even know what the hell they are doing? This is insane, guys. This is absolutely insane. It does not make any sense. And this is the ANC campaigning for 2026. They are trying to give the people the impression that we are serious about service delivery. We are serious about corruption. We are serious about all of these issues that you guys, as the people of this country, have been facing. And now we are calling the people that are leading your communities, and we are going to tell these people that it is time to start serving the people of this country. This is nothing but a campaign strategy of the ANC. It is nothing but a campaign strategy of the ANC. If the ANC was actually serious about serving the people of this country, if the ANC was actually serious about protecting the people of this country, there's absolutely no way that these people would have deployed these incompetent people, but they went ahead and deployed these incompetent people. And now the likes of Fikile Mbalula and all of these people that are in the higher offices of the ANC have called these poor councillors in this tent just to shout at these poor councillors and to make it look like the ANC is actually serious about service delivery and providing whatever that is necessary for the people of this country. This is insane. This is insane, and I'm going to call this for exactly what it is. This is the ANC campaigning for 2026, trying to make it look like we want to fix things so that your lives can be better. Guys, do not be fooled by the ANC. Do not be fooled by the ANC.
Of trying to resolve the water crisis in South Africa, that needs technical. skills, but yet you've got people deployed in provinces, in national government, who've got no iota of a clue of civil engineering, particularly water engineering, yet you think you can resolve this particular crisis. You come to Johannesburg, where you stay, around Sandton, those particular areas. Water tankers have become the norm of people in those affluent areas drinking water that comes from water tankers.
Water is going to be like how we dealt with electricity, going forward elevated in terms of interventions that are made, short term and long term. We know that the reservoirs have dried up, and where we've got challenges in terms of infrastructure destruction, we must deal with that. This challenge is equally double sword, in the sense that whilst you've got challenges of people who do not have the capacity, like you said, engineering, but you equally have.
It is not a challenge, Fikile Mbalula. It is not a challenge. It is a choice that the ANC has made to deploy people with no qualifications, to deploy people that are incompetent, people that do not know what the hell they are doing. So it is not a challenge that the ANC is facing. It is not a challenge. You are the ones that are responsible for these people that have been deployed. So I don't know why Fikile Mbalula is trying to make it look like we have a challenge of these people that do not have the capacity to do what they are required. They are not taking any responsibility to say that we are the ones that have deployed these people, and it is our responsibility as the African National Congress. We understand that things are bad in your communities. We understand that you are living with sewages. We understand that you are living with illegal dumpings in your communities. But we are responsible for all of those things. He says that it is a challenge. He says that it is a challenge.
Double sword, in the sense that whilst you've got challenges of people who do not have the capacity, like you said, engineering, but you equally have a challenge of infrastructure destruction by criminal elements.
And who is responsible for that? Who is responsible for the fact that our infrastructure right now is being destroyed? And what is it that the national government has actually done to stop this thing of destroying our infrastructure? What is it that they have done? They have done absolutely nothing. These people cannot even deal with crime. They cannot even deal with crime. I mean, like, I do not understand what is it with South Africans, man. What is it with the people of this country who continue to vote for these people? What is it exactly with the majority of the people in this country, man? Why do we continue to vote for political parties like the African National Congress? Why are black people in this country continue to give the likes of Fikile Mbalula any power? What is wrong with South Africans? What is wrong with South Africans? You know, guys, I don't know if it was. I don't know, man. I was watching an episode the other day, and Penuel was speaking with a couple of guys, and Penuel asked a very interesting question. The question that Penuel asked was, what is the problem with South Africa? What do you think is the number one problem with South Africa? And people were giving their answers. Some of these people said that, no, we know in this country we have the problem with alcohol. Some of them said that we have a problem with social media. Some of them said that we have a problem with jealousy and all sorts of things. But the actual answer that I was waiting for was that the problem of this country is the people of this country. South Africans are the ones that are dragging this country back. Everything goes back to the choices of the people. Everything goes back to the decisions that the people are making. Today, we have the likes of Fikile Mbalula. Today, we have the likes of Cyril Ramaphosa, because the people of this country have actually voted for this incompetent political party to continue being in power. The problem of this country is the people of this country. It is not the politicians. It is not social media. It is not all of these things that we talk about almost every day. But the real problem of this country is the people of this country, because South Africans are failing to learn. South Africans are blatantly refusing to learn. It doesn't matter what the ANC does to the people of this country. somehow they continue to vote for the ANC. They continue to vote for the ANC. I am sure right now there's absolutely nothing that the ANC can do that can actually make people to say, we are not going to vote for this political party anymore. People can hear the scandals. People can literally see their country collapsing. But they continue to give these people power. That's why I keep asking, what is wrong with the people of this country? Because South Africans are the ones that are dragging this country back. And this is the reason why we are dealing with such nonsense. Instead of dealing with moving forward with the rest of the world, fourth industrial revolution, nanotechnology, blockchains. No, we are here being subjected to the likes of Fikilambadul. This is what we have to deal with as the people of this country. And this is the reason why the likes of me are so frustrated with South Africans. I'm so frustrated. Because the people that vote for the ANC are exactly like the ANC. They will never take accountability for anything. They will never take accountability for anything.
So both of those you need to deal with. We have admitted, and that is why in our action plan, we are dealing with this aggressively. We will be, as the ANC, give feedback after every 3 months in terms of our intervention plans and the work that we are doing. People don't want to hear the talk. They want to see us walking the talk and giving feedback, and that being felt on the ground. That's what is important.
Are you happy with
I mean, guys, whoever still believes anything that these comrades say is totally out of their mind. It's totally out of their mind. And now, the ANC is playing a very tricky game, especially if you are not aware of their shenanigans. We know that the ANC has recently had an event where they called the councillors, and now the same ANC is coming out to bash their own councillors. They are literally scapegoating these incompetent people that they have deployed. And the fact that these people are coming out and bashing these councillors, it tells you that these people are playing a game. They want you to think that they are actually serious. Guys, I am going to say this over and over again. Whenever you see the ANC cadres going straight at the ANC cadres, this is nothing but a game for the ANC to try to make you think that they are serious. Look right now, they are even being critical of their own deployees. But this is something that you should not fall for as a South African. You should be able to see this for exactly what it is. You should be able to see this for exactly what it is. You remember last time when the ANC Youth League President Colin Malachi went out and called the National Dialogue nothing but a tea party of friends. And some people were clapping hands for Colin Malachi. And I said, guys, please do not do that. Don't do that. This is exactly what the ANC wants. The ANC wants you to look at ANC as two different entities. This is the ANC 1 and this is the ANC 2. The ANC 1 is sick and tired of what the ANC 2 is doing. So now the ANC 1 is calling out the ANC 2, meaning that as a South African, you must continue to vote for the same ANC because the same ANC is calling out ANC. You cannot afford to do that, guys. You cannot afford to do that. And sadly, man, I don't think a lot of people in this country are actually quite smart enough to actually see what the ANC is doing, especially when it comes to their voters. They are going to fall for this nonsense. They are going to fall for this nonsense. But I know here we are very rational. We can see these thieves for exactly what they are. But unfortunately, when it comes to South Africans, they are looking for reasons to believe the ANC. They are looking for everything to believe the ANC. And when the cadres come out like this and say that we have a problem of incompetent councillors, we have a problem of service delivery, and we are sick and tired of it. They want you to continue to vote for the ANC because they want you to think that the ANC can fix the mess that has been caused by the ANC. And you would be a fool if you're going to go out and vote for the same people that have destroyed this country. You would be a fool.
And the enormity of the task at hand. The people of Free State deserve better. The people of Northwest deserve better from the ANC, in as much as those municipalities remain very important instruments that we cannot, as the ANC, allow them to collapse. In fact, in the Free State, from the side of the department, there are about, combined not only in Free State, we've got about 21 municipalities that the department took a decision that part, and working together with National Treasury, that part of the money which was supposed to be given to those municipalities for infrastructure development, we are not going to release those monies to them. The money is going to be withheld by the department and therefore activate the entity in the department which is called MISA to work together with provinces so that directly we are going to go into those areas, as you are rightly saying, that they support the ANC, which is true, and therefore they deserve better. So we had to find different.
So now, are we supposed to clap hands? Because you guys, for once, you have decided to block the money. After the money has been wasted for years, we are supposed to clap hands that the ANC has decided not to give these municipalities any money, and they're going to go for themselves and see what is actually happening so that they can do something about it. Are we supposed to clap hands for this? Are we supposed to clap hands? After so much money has been squandered, are we supposed to clap hands? Where is the accountability for the people that have been squandering the money that was supposed to help the people of this country? Where is the accountability for all of these mayors that have been making terrible decisions on behalf of the ANC? What does accountability look like for those people? What does accountability look like? Because this guy, look at how enthusiastic he is about the fact that no, we have stopped giving these people money and we are going to do these things by ourselves. So you as South Africans, you must clap hands for us. You must clap hands for us, because after we did nothing for years, when money was being destroyed in this country, when money was being squandered for years, after we did nothing, we expect you as a South African to clap hands and be happy with the fact that we have decided not to give these municipalities any money.
Mechanisms on how do we speed up delivery of services and provision of infrastructure. In the discussions in the National Executive Committee, from the Department of Water Affairs as well, complementing what COGTA would be doing, there are options that have been considered as to.
And guys, when the ANC is busy talking about them fixing the issue of water, just remember that this is the Minister of Water and Sanitation. There she is. There she is. Pemi Majodin, the ANC clown. This lady is the Minister of Water and Sanitation. And if anybody actually believes that this lady is going to do something about this crisis that we are facing, I have a bridge in Odindal to sell to you. I have a bridge in Odindal to sell to you. There's absolutely nothing that this lady has actually done. Her and Fikile Mbalula are the same. Bunch of incompetent fools. Just like the rest of them. They are the same. So when they say that they are going to deal with this issue of water, this is the person that they are expecting to fix this issue of water. This is the person. So good luck to anybody that is sitting there and actually hoping that this ANC is going to deal with this issue.
How do we release resources to municipalities which have demonstrated that in the immediate they do not have the capacity to roll out those programs, and therefore national departments have got to take serious responsibility, because we cannot continue to subject our people to inconsistent performance which does not resonate with the support and the love the people demonstrate to the ANC or on the ANC.
So when did you guys actually realize that the people of this country deserve better? When did you realize that the people of this country deserve better? Because the ANC has been in charge of this country for the past 30 years. You have governed this country alone for 30 years. And now you are telling us that South Africans deserve better. So the question is, when did you guys realize that South Africans deserve better? When?
Yema. I know that we have a lot of singing councillors, but we have no councils. You all sing well, but capacity dololo.
Just listen to them, man. They are laughing. They are laughing. They are laughing. And as much as I don't like these incompetent councillors of the ANC, but what these leaders of the ANC did with these poor councillors, man, this is unforgivable, man. To call all of these councillors just to insult them in a tent. It is shameful, man. It is shameful. But they are laughing when Gwede says that we don't have the councillors. They are laughing. It is a joke to them. It is a joke to them. And to the people of this country, this is a matter of life or death. But to these people, this is nothing but a joke. This is nothing but a joke. And Gwede is standing there as if these people are not there deploying these incompetent people. They are there to bash the incompetent people that they have deployed themselves. I don't like these incompetent councillors, but what these leaders are actually doing, man, it is insane.
Yema. I know that we have a lot of singing councillors, but we have no councils. You all sing well, but capacity dololo. Yabona, no mamela. Yabona moska ungabona. No.
And guys, you remember when Ramaphosa was addressing this issue of incompetent people that the ANC keeps deploying? Ramaphosa once said that there is no capacity in the government because of apartheid. Ramaphosa once blamed apartheid for the fact that there is no capacity. Till today, I still cannot believe that the president of the country was actually sitting live on national television telling the people of this country that the reason why we don't have the town planners today, the reason why we don't have the engineers, the reason why we don't have the scientists, it is because the apartheid regime did not produce enough town planners. And this is a president of a political party that has been in charge for the past 30 years. So instead of telling South Africans what did the ANC do for the past 30 years to make sure that we have enough engineers, to make sure that we have enough town planners, the president of this country just decided to blame apartheid and say that apartheid government did not produce enough town planners and engineers and town planners. And this is the reason why there's a lack of capacity in government. The whole president of the ANC. So what do you expect from the likes of Gwede? What do you expect from these people that are being told in their faces that they do not have any capacity? But to please Gwede, they have to sit there and laugh as they are being humiliated. They have to do that.
Nanso, okay. That is the council we are having. Comrades who are councillors, leaders of the ANC, who make noise when a meeting is underway. What kind of leadership is that?
Oh, please, man. Oh, please. Oh, please. Guys, their highlight. Oh, Nkulunkulu wam. So, guys, the highlight of ANC's councillors roll call was President of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, endorsing the Democratic Alliance, because this is exactly what Ramaphosa did. Ramaphosa finally told the people of this country that the Democratic Alliance can govern better than the African National Congress. And I wonder if this thing is going to push more people to vote for the Democratic Alliance. Because even the president of the ANC is admitting that when it comes to governing, the Democratic Alliance is number one. And the ANC must not be shy to learn from the Democratic Alliance. The guy was basically campaigning for the DA. Who was campaigning for the DA? Because this is like Ramaphosa telling South Africans that, yes, as much as I'm the president of the African National Congress, but no, man, you cannot vote for the ANC. Go and vote for the Democratic Alliance. This is exactly what Jacob Zuma did. You remember Jacob Zuma telling South Africans that, yeah, I'm still the member of the African National Congress, but I want you guys to now vote for Umkhonto weSizwe. This is what Ramaphosa is doing. This is what Ramaphosa is doing. And I am sure that the ANC is not happy at all with the words of Ramaphosa. But then, the president does not care. Ramaphosa is on his way out, so he doesn't care. So I'm expecting him to be quite honest with the ANC as the time goes. Before 2027, I think Ramaphosa is going to be quite honest with the ANC. And Ramaphosa knows that a lot of these cadres in the ANC, they want him gone. So he's going to burn the whole house down before he actually leaves. He's going to burn the whole house down, because I think even the DA on social media, they have actually posted this clip of Ramaphosa endorsing them. Man, oh my goodness.
We control a number of municipalities. It is hugely painful each time when the Auditor General comes to report to Cabinet and they put up their report, and those municipalities that do best are not ANC-controlled municipalities. And I can name it here because there's nothing wrong with competition. They are often DA-controlled municipalities.
When the DA says this, people say that, no, this is just a propaganda. Every time when the DA says that we can govern better than the ANC, and we don't understand why the people of this country haven't given us a chance to govern this country, because when you look at the Western Cape and when you look at the rest of the provinces, of course, the Western Cape, it is not perfect. But then if you have to compare it with other provinces, you can easily say that the Western Cape, it is the best run province in the country. So if the Western Cape, it is the best run province in the country, why are South Africans not voting for the DA so that the DA can turn the whole South Africa into the Western Cape? Why are they not voting for the DA? Why? Why? Every time when the DA says that, they say, no, this is nothing but a propaganda. This is a propaganda of the ANC. The ANC does not, the DA does not govern better than the ANC. They say that. We have been insulted for actually saying this. We have been insulted over and over again. We have been told that, no, you guys are being paid by the DA to say that the DA is governing better than the ANC. But this is the truth of the matter. There is nothing that you can do. The truth is the truth. It does not care about your feelings. Like Katlahomo I says, facts now and you can cry later. Ben Shapiro, facts don't care about your feelings. This is nothing but an absolute truth.
And they put up their report, and those municipalities that do best are not ANC-controlled municipalities. And I can name it here because there's nothing wrong with competition. They are often DA-controlled municipalities. We need to ask ourselves, what is it that they are doing that is better than what we are doing? And there's nothing wrong with us saying we want to go and see what Cape Town is doing. We want to go and see what Stellenbosch is doing. How do they craft everything? We need to be moving up the ladder of being good at what we do. We cannot forever stay at the bottom. It hurts me deeply when I continue to see that our municipalities sometimes tend to move even backwards. And you are the people who can improve that. The audit outcomes are important. I'm told by the Auditor General that a number of our financial statements are not even prepared at the council level. They are prepared outside. And even as they come back, they are often wrong. Now, what it means is that we do need to get capable people. Our country is not short of people who understand numbers. It's not short of people who understand accounting. Let us go and get people who understand accounting. Unless we want the books to be cooked. And I would say, away with cooking of the books. Cooking of the books must end today. We must get people who can draft the books properly and present an audit outcome that is going to be in line with what is expected.
So Ramaphosa is telling the ANC to learn from their enemies, because the ANC have been saying for a very long time that the Democratic Alliance, it is their enemy. But it's quite sad because I remember last year, I was telling South Africans that, guys, you know, as black people, man, we should actually look at places like Orania and what is it that Orania is doing to thrive. And we must copy what these people are doing so that our communities can be better. And I remember that I was insulted for weeks. I was insulted for actually saying that there's a lot of things that the black people can actually learn from Orania. But right now, it seems like Ramaphosa is telling the ANC to do the same thing that I've been telling black people in this country to do, to learn even from the people that you don't like. This is what you must do. You need to be able to learn even from the people that you don't like. So now he's telling the ANC to learn from the DA. Can you just imagine how painful it is for those people sitting there to be told by the president of the whole organization to learn from the other organization because the other organization is doing a better job than you? I'm sure it is painful to these people to sit there and to be subjected to Ramaphosa telling them that you need to learn from the DA. Guys, the DA is governing better than you. The Democratic Alliance is governing better than you. And instead of learning from these people, you guys have been arrogant, telling South Africans that there is nothing that we're going to learn from the Democratic Alliance. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I must say, man, you know, I haven't heard Ramaphosa speaking so confidently in a very long time. Every time when the president is addressing, it's almost as if he's about to faint because he's mellow and slow and empathetic. But right now, it's like Ramaphosa has actually come out to life. I've never heard Ramaphosa being so confident, especially when telling the ANC the kind of crap that he told them. I've never seen him so confident. So is this thing actually gonna convince South Africans to vote different? I wonder if this thing is actually gonna convince South Africans to vote different, because this clip is going viral. This clip is going viral. The president of the African National Congress endorsing the Democratic Alliance. What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button. And the most important part is subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabao, so I will see you next time. Bye-bye.